Hi all! Everything in my video is pulled from the public domain, and I am using them under the Fair Use, Fair Dealings guidelines. Everything I say is my own opinion. You should look into this information for yourselves, but I'm pretty sure I'm right. Good morning, everybody. All right, this is going to be a shorter video, nowhere near the length of the last few ones that I've done. However, we are covering Beatrice and her husband. We're covering Sophie and Edward. We're covering Charles and Camilla. We're covering Catherine and William. Like the whole royal family. We're covering the Queen. Like everybody. And then there's a little note at the end about our dastardly duo. So let's just get in there and get started, shall we? Let's go. We're going to start off with Eduardo and Princess Beatrice, who went to the Alchemist Feast, which is the inaugural summer party for the National Gallery's bicentennial campaign. They both look lovely. I've said it before. I think that she hit the jackpot with her husband. All right, moving on. All right, next up, Sophie and Sarah Ferguson were photographed together attending the London memorial of Lady Elizabeth Sharkerley on Thursday. She died November 2020 at age 79, and she was the Queen's cousin and a close friend. So this was a service of Thanksgiving. Love it. All right. The Earl and Countess of Wessex concluded their trip to Cyprus with a seaside view and a meeting with some friends. Love the photo. Love the picture. Another successful trip. All right. Moving on. Ladies and gentlemen, fabulous news. After being told she needed to give up horseback riding for her health fears last year, the Queen is back on her horse and riding at Windsor. I mean, can you imagine? That's only 9 weeks after she turned 96 years old. I love this woman. I hope I live as long as her, and I hope that I'm as spry as she is. Just look at her. Fabulous. All right, moving on. Princess Anne, the Princess Royal, was in Birmingham, and she showcased work linked to the upcoming Commonwealth Games. She is a patron of this particular charity. Looking lovely as ever. I just love her. Too bad she can't be next to rule. All right, moving on. All right, Catherine and William, remember they went to Cambridge and they started with the museum trip where they saw this gorgeous portrait that was painted, and then they went to the hospice. Well, when that was over, they had some other stops to make. Catherine and William went to see some modular homes that had been set up for the homeless. And while they were there, they met somebody and they were able to go in and look at his modular home. The housing charity is called Jimmy's. Here they are arriving. Watch this.
Hello. How are you doing? How are you?
Nice to meet you, William.
Nice to meet you too.
Very nice to meet
Thank
you
you very much.
too.
In June of the pandemic, actually.
Of actual 21, was it?
2020.
You can just see the pride on this man's face as he's showing them his home and things that are on the wall, and he's not on the street anymore. I mean, just look at him. You can just see the pride. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I thought it was a nice visit. Then they went into a common area to discuss the setup, and how people get in. Watch this.
How you guys doing?
Oh, very well, thank you.
How are you? Good to see you.
Hello. Nice to meet you.
Nicest one of our support workers people
I haven't worked with people in a long
are. Not
time.
10 years though, is it?
No, not quite 10 years. No.
Zoe is our housing support team leader. She runs a team.
Which we don't really like. So we have these.
Now, as they're leaving, William sees the gentleman that they were talking to standing there with his phone, and he goes, "Come here, I want to take a photo with you." And he and Catherine just wrap their arms around this guy and take a photo. So unpretentious. I just love it. Watch this.
Thank you.
Amy, come here, I want a photo with you. A photo.
Yeah.
A photo. Who's got your camera? You're yourself.
Could someone take a photo? Thank
There you
you.
go.
You're welcome.
Yeah, a photo.
Oh, you've got it on video mode.
Whatever, any
What's going
mode.
on there?
Phil's smiling and
That's
chatting.
it.
But what I love is that Catherine and William didn't say, "No," or "Don't touch me." Catherine went up and made a point of putting her arm right around this man. You know what I'm saying? No pretentiousness. No, I'm a royal. Love it. All right, then they moved on. So that was their third stop. Now they're off for their fourth stop to the Newmarket race course where they were having Cambridgeshire County Day. People were very happy to see them. They got to taste test all kinds of stuff. They did a walk around. I believe the military was standing there. Just watch this. Next, there was a football game sort of thing set up. You know that Catherine had to try it. William tried it too, and Catherine didn't do so well, but she blamed it on her sandals, which I can understand because they're very tall. Watch this.
Do you know what? We've had one, so we get sign him up about that. Pressure. Try and get in there.
Look at her go. I think, yeah. Okay, so you see she was wearing her wedges, but could you imagine trying to run up and kick a ball in like 5-inch wedge heels? I give her kudos for at least trying, because I wouldn't have. William didn't do too bad, I guess. I mean, he did better than Catherine, but again, the man's not wearing heels. Look at his face. Anyway, moving on from this, there was a lot to see there. They had all kinds of vendors, so the two of them walked around to meet the vendors. Watch this.
We happen to have a bottle opening ceremony, the hot variety is one called Sovereign.
I've got a good idea.
Yes, we're mostly
That's in there.
Please hold Charlie.
You come into what we call the integration hub. So we got planning, consent, and so we were involved in designing the corridors. Okay,
Now, towards the end, William was pulling on Catherine here to get her away. Take a look at this. Catherine and William made a point of going down the line, as you saw in the earlier video clip, and meeting, stopping, and talking with all the cadets that were lined up when they first arrived to the grounds there. And I think that was probably the highlight for the cadets, like seriously. Anyway, as you can see, the two of them continued to walk around, look at all of the stuff. They stopped to listen to the music. I love these outfits, by the way. You know, and they met people. That's what they do. And I love the fact that they're representing Cambridge. You know what I'm saying? They go to Cambridge. They don't go to Sussex and spend 20 minutes like other people. They go to Cambridge. They spent the whole day. They had 4 or 5, 6 stops, and they just kept going. They didn't stop. That's what I love. There you go. Good representation for Cambridge. All right, we're moving back to Camilla and Charles. Now, on their second day in Rwanda, they went to I believe it was a library, and they were talking about the magic of books with children. The charity is called Book Aid, and they got 222,000 books donated since 2017, and they also took 2 shipping containers and turned them into libraries. How wonderful. Here are some of the children learning sign language. Watch this.
How do you say thank you? Thank you. Thank you, dear guests. We have other friends that side that are playing Find Numbers, a very cognitive and creative activity in the Learning Through Play corner. So you could please join us.
When it came time to go, high fives were in order. Watch this.
Okay. Ryan, so the other side.
So while Camilla was doing this, Charles was at the Albertine Rift Conservation Society, which helps to enhance biodiversity conservation and sustainable management of natural resources. And Charles planted a tree. Watch this. In the evening, Charles and Camilla went to Fashion Week and walked the red carpet. Watch this. They both looked very nice. I think they handled the red carpet well. This picture, I love that orange outfit that young lady on the left is wearing. She does it proud. Anyway, they walked up, they took their seats in the front row, and they watched the show. Watch this. All right, next up, we're turning our attention to Harry and Meghan and their crazy fans. Now, remember this gorgeous 40th birthday photo put out by Catherine? The graceful neck, the gorgeous flowing hair, the beautiful, shoulder line, and of course Diana's ring. And we all know what the Sussex squad did. They took Catherine's face off and put Meghan's face on. And what that shows me is absolute jealousy. They're so jealous, they can't stand it. And they didn't even need to color correct Meghan's face for that photo. So was anybody the least bit surprised when this beautiful painting of Catherine and William came out that the Sussex squad was going to try to change it? My God. You know what's really, first of all, this shows the most amazing amount of jealousy. Number two, Harry still looks really ridiculous in, the facial expression. And number three, in 100 years, Catherine and William's painting will still be hanging there. And anyway, you look at it, Meghan and Harry don't even have a painting, All right, moving on. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to move on to the stories for today. Now, one of the biggest ones is that Harry and Meghan have been offered a big pay deal for an interview about what went on at the Jubilee. This was exactly what the royal family was afraid of. This is exactly why nobody really spoke to them. This is exactly why there were no pictures taken with all of them put together. And so, will they take the money and try to give an interview? Sure. But there won't be anything to say. There you go. And this is exactly why Meghan and Harry were warned that if they leaked any information, they would be cut off. Let's see what happens. All right, our next story is that Meghan, we all know yesterday I showed you guys the note that she sent with the snacks. And they're saying that because she did that, she essentially is throwing her support behind a group that's trying to go for gun legislation. Not long after it came out that the Senate passed a gun control bill, how much do you want to bet that Meghan's going to take credit for it? Because that's what she does. She jumps on bandwagons and then goes, that went because of me. You know what I'm saying? Forget all the hard work these moms are doing and that everybody else is doing. She gave them snacks. Therefore, it was her. With Roe versus Wade recently being overturned, and the people that are mostly impacted are people of color, low income, young, people of the LGBTQ, people who already can't get health care. But the point is, Meghan and her daughter no longer have any say about their own bodies. So you would have expected that Meghan would have come out with some sort of statement, but no. Well, we all know that William's 40th birthday came, and we found out that Kate Middleton called Harry and asked Harry to at least wish his brother a happy birthday, and Harry did not. He completely ignored William on his birthday. Yeah, figures. All right, I'm finishing up. A follower of mine, Tracy Stewart, and she said I could use her name, sent me this, and I read it and thought it was hilarious. So this is an article that was in the newspaper, and I'm sure you can read it, but I'll just cover it out. So the guy says that his heart went out to Buster Books when he saw a 2018 title of theirs originally priced at £6.99, and it was discounted to £1. And so This person bought 10 copies, which have inspired more honest mirth and visitors than Michael McIntyre could contrive on a good day. Because the bargain work is entitled Dress Up Meghan, and it comes with 600 stickers. And apparently this book came out right after the wedding. And it's supposed to be like Meghan Markle is the royal of the moment and everybody wants to know what she'll be wearing next. And now you can be her personal stylist and recreate iconic looks. And the final page is certain flowering script, and they lived happily ever after. Yeah, no. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so let me give you the big news. I'm taking Sunday off. So you're going to get a video Saturday morning, this video. There will not be one on Sunday. Sorry, I need a break. I'm taking a day. I should be back on Monday with my next video, okay? So I'm going to take time to read all your comments, so make sure to leave your comments below, all right? Don't forget you can follow me on Twitter, Getter, Rumble. Don't forget you can email me. Don't forget to double check and make sure you're still subscribed, all right? That's very important. If you've donated through my thanks button or through PayPal, thank you so much. And as always, you guys, have a great day.